Hi, this is Ken from K&S Brakes. I just want to make a quick note here. Hi, this is Ken from K&S Brakes. Happy holidays. I just wanted to make a quick video here to go over the brakes on the 2018 and up Subaru STI. These cars are just now starting to get into that period where the first brake jobs are coming on, and there's still questions about the fitment. When the car was released, I'm sure we know the bright green calipers, some might call it highlighter green, bright yellow, whatever. Very bright, obvious, and one thing, they did make a few other colors as well, I think on the RA or limited models, but either way, it's a new front 6-piston caliper for Subaru and a new rear 2-piston caliper that's similar to the old design. It is a larger pad, and the rotors on the car, both front and rear, are different. So we wanted to show you what's available for that, because as it's new, it's still a little bit limited. A couple of things about the parts, just for your information. You'll see this is the front pad. It's a pretty typical Brembo 6-piston pad shape. This particular example is a G-lock pad, and you'll see that it has no provision for a wear sensor. The other application where this pad shape is used is a Lexus model. That car does use a wear indicator, so some car makers may combine that, and you see a little cutout here for a wear sensor. That doesn't really matter too much. In this case, G-lock doesn't put those in there, so that's fine. The rear pad, it's still a 2-piston Brembo caliper, and this pad is a bit wider than the older model STI rear pad, and it actually was a new shape. It was similar to the Lexus shape, but not the same, so it's a whole new backing plate. And so that's really where the limitations are in brake pads. Models for the rear there are fewer applications, or fewer manufacturers are making that yet, as it's still kind of new. We'll talk more about that in a second. Anyway, so the front rotors on the car, we have several options actually available at this point, and we're gonna keep all the stuff in stock. So we kind of have, if you've checked, you may have noticed at the dealership, the parts are really pretty expensive. Several $1,000s for a set of brake pads and rotors. So we can certainly do better than that. We have DBA, which is a known Subaru supplier for years, a great quality reputation. We like them so much, we had them make rotors for us in our K&S brand. You'll see that's a blank rotor. It has all the features of the DBA T3 rotors, except we don't put slots on the rotor. Of course, it's a little less expensive. You can see prices for all this stuff on our website at knsbrakes.com. But we do have the front and rear K&S rotors available for the car. And then you'll see we also have the DBA T3 slotted rotors in stock available for that car. A couple more details. These are one-piece direct fit bolt-on rotors, work with your stock brakes. And really the one thing to know is what DBA uses is their kangaroo paw or pillar vane design. And that's just a little, use your visual aid here. Just kind of shows it's a unidirectional design. We have these various pillars inside the vane area, which you should actually be able to see here if you can look in there a little bit. So you can see in the design, the goal of those is to, spread the load, spread the heat and load, and get a lot of airflow around the rotor vanes for additional cooling, etc. It's a pretty good sized rotor. That's a hefty, 25 pounds a piece. And as I said, we make that in both the T3 and the K&S version of that. One other product to consider, we also do have a Girodisc 2-piece discs. As you can see, there's a separate center section with an outer ring. These are slotted, and these use a curved vane design. So there's definitely a left and a right, and the goal here is to allow the rotor to push a little more air through, as well as have a larger surface area around the cooling vanes. And we can see that one as well. We'll try the same trick here. Looks like that works pretty good. So you can get a little bit of an eyeball on how that looks on the inside. One benefit of these rotors is you sort of decouple the heat load from the rotor ring to the rotor hat. The rotor is floating on the hat, so it can grow and shrink separate of the center hat, which does generally provide for some additional durability on really high usage, track use, etc., for example. And they look fantastic, obviously, as you can tell from the video. As far as brake pads, there's quite a few good selections, especially in the front pad. We have Carbotech street and track pads for the front of the car. Hawk makes the front pad for the moment. The rear pad, we're still waiting. We might expect some delay there. The backing plate on the rear pad is the issue for Hawk. They'll need to figure that out. So we're still waiting for that to occur. But we do have front and rear pads from Carbotech, G-Lock, and we've just now seen that Porterfield, their R4S Street, and they can make track pads as well, and Raybesto's track pads. We're adding these things to the website as we speak. For those of you that are interested in track days, we can certainly help you with setting up your Subaru for that. We also expect to see some StopTech and Centric products coming on very soon. We think we can get some entry-level street pads for the cars here in the next few months. So that's about what we have for the car. The brakes are good, they're pretty big. You will turn your green brakes gold if you track that car, so be prepared for that. Other than that, we've got plenty of stuff here ready to go. So if you have any questions, give us a call or send us an email. We would love to help you.